what's going on? So today, while I sit here in the park looking like the Oracle from the Matrix, I'm sitting around watching the kids play and everybody have a good time, I thought about something. I said, let's talk about washing your hair. Or better words, let's talk about shampooing your hair. Let's use a technical term to make sure that I show you that I went to school. So, now we're going to start with all 4 components when I shampoo my locks and natural hair. Starting with the Loc Wash pre-shampoo spray, the oat protein clarifying shampoo and conditioners, as well as the oat protein shampoo that clarifies, as well as the moisture retention that starts to put moisture back into the hair during the shampooing process. And lastly, we're going to talk about that good old aged conditioner that people be giving a hard time. So today, we're going to change your mind to change your foundation. So if you watch closely, I guarantee you, you will get something out of today's documentary information. I promise. So here we go. Let's start with Loc Wash. Now, Loc Wash pre-shampoo spray is something that I formulated. I came up with it because I wanted to give people an assistance to when they started shampooing. When they do their shampoos, a lot of people are just patting the scalp, rubbing in the top, and just trying to get that little new growth area. No, you want to get it all. So, to give you some assistance, I made a spray. You spray through the hair right after you shampoo, and you'll let that sit in. It'll start to break things down. It's not heavy with acids. It's pretty much not acidic at all. It was formulated for hair. It has vitamin restoring pieces to it as well as a therapeutic shampoo background. We're going to also get it, open up the follicles, get those things working, and just make sure that what you're starting to do in this shampooing process is going to be easy for you. Because a lot of people, when it comes to their locks and natural hair, they're not advocates of shampoos. So these things you have to be an advocate of. You have to have a clean, healthy foundation, or you've already started with failure. So the pre-Loc Wash is something that you just use in assistance just to get that thing going before you even start your first shampoo. A lot of times, some people, they have got the Loc Wash pre-shampoo spray. They didn't even have to wait for that second shampoo to start to set up because they started breaking things down right at that time. Now, it's not made just for build-ups, and it's not made for just heavy shampoos or you're trying to get something out or whatever. It's made for every shampoo process. And I made sure that it's not harsh to where it doesn't cause any breakage or dryness or anything during this process. So you just lightly mist it after you mix it with water, half and half. Lightly spray it to the hair all over right quick, kind of saturate a little bit with the water you already sprayed. And then you're going to start putting in your oat protein and henna. And that's where that comes in. Part 2, or we're going to say Part B from the ABC. Part B, in this aspect, now you're going to start using your oat protein and henna clarifying shampoo. Now, this ain't like Dawn. This ain't like all that other harsh stuff, black soaps and all that. This shampoo, again, was formulated for healthy hair. It helps break down that top layer of your epidermis. It helps get into that hair. It helps start removing all the dirt, the grit, and the grime. And it still does not dry the hair out because this whole system is set up with moisture-based proteins and different things that the hair is going to need during this cleansing process. You want to make sure that once you clean that hair is so clean that your next phase of sweating and putting products and stuff, you're not going to be caked on top of nothing, because that stuff happens over time. You're not shampooing for 3 weeks, you're spraying oils 2 to 3 times a week, as well as you are sweating and working out and doing all kind of stuff and putting edge chambers on there. Just think what how that stuff is layered and caked after 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, and some of y'all 6 to 8 weeks. So if you're not shampooing that properly and getting that out, what do you think your scalp is going through? Hell. You are destroying what you're trying to build. So now your journey isn't looking like a journey anymore. Your journey looking like alopecia Keisha, and you're going to have some issues going forward. So that you're not on the road of having a bunch of repairs, this is the time when you start preparing your mind and your hair to make sure that the outcome you're looking for is outstanding. And starting with a healthy, clean scalp is the best way. Once I do my clarifying shampoo, this shampoo I do twice. I scratch it through the entire head. Do not do the Rudy Poo shampoo. I hate the Rudy Poo shampoo. When you hit right here, and then you hit right here, and then you hit right there, and then you do this right here, and you do that right there, and you rinse it. That's the Rudy Poo. That's nasty, because now that scalp is finna smell like Rudy Poo. And you know what Rudy Poo is.
Rudy Poo, don't touch your hair, smell like Rudy Poo.
So now once we get all that clean, we get all that healthy, we get all that back to the right place, we're good. So after you do your 2 clarifying shampoos, you scratch them through, you ain't gotta kill nobody. And you rinse that out thoroughly. Your next phase is start to restore moisture with your moisture retention shampoo. Babies just out here playing. I bet you ain't nobody finished their homework. Nothing. Bless their heart. Anyway, moving right on to moisture retention. Now we're going to start to administer some moisture back into what we robbed the scalp from. Okay? Now with this shampoo, you're going to use a decent amount, as you've seen me use. And in this amount, I'm not going to scratch this through. I'm just going to basically massage this in. I want this hair at this point to start receiving back what I took from it. I wanted to understand that you are not supposed to be dry. You are not supposed to be brittle. You're not supposed to be breaking. You're not supposed to need repair. You're not supposed to need any of that. What I'm giving you right here with this third shampoo is going to start restoring your life and keeping it going and helping the scalp understand what the process we're taking on and how we're going to do this. Because moisture in our skin and our hair is really, really, really important. And I want you to understand that there's a difference between moisture and hydration. Moisture you get as your shampoo bowl, hydration you get with your oil, so basically assistance. So you're not going to use this on a daily basis, or you're not going to use this too often to try to re-moisturize. You want to just have a healthy regimen to where you don't have to try to, do the makeshift ICU clean up moisture situation, because it ain't working. So now you in here frying chicken grease, put your head over the food, or you in here putting on conditioners overnight, waiting for that stuff to do whatever in the morning, calling it the tree house or the tea tree effect. All of this stuff is damaging. It's damaging. Go back to the basics. I'm not telling you to forget where you come from or anything, but just go back to the basics. Do a healthy shampoo and leave it alone. So with this moisture that I'm starting to retent back into the hair. Basically, it's starting to help that foundation as well and keep it to where it's very manageable, a nice, healthy, natural shine, and the hair just feels and looks amazing. So after I rinse this out thoroughly with a nice warm to cool water, because I don't want to burn out the moisture I just put in there with the hot water, then I'm going to go into my conditioning. And that's still another basic situation. So here's the rosemary mint stimulating conditioner that I use. Now you're conditioning. And yes, you are going to condition. A lot of people feel like, oh, my conditioner is halting my locking process and all of this. You guys want some unrealistic things and unrealistic measures. You have to take time to grow these things out. You have to take time for these things to progress. Or you're going to have issues going forward the entire time of your journey because you're trying to do too much too fast. You want the hair to grow fast. You want it to lock fast. You want it to be in this phase fast. But you're not doing any work. You got to do the work or it's not worth it. You have to. So slow down. Be easy. And take some time understanding what we're working with. Now, this is where that conditioner comes in because it's really going to start moisturizing you. It's really going to give you some things that you need, like that wheat germ and that hydrogenized oatmeal protein that's in it, as well as many other amino acids and different things that are in it to help that hair stay strong. You need them. They're imperative. Now, I ain't say you have to saturate it. You don't have to use a whole jar. You can just use a small little dollop. Remember those little dollop commercials? Use a small little dollop. Put it in there, rub it everywhere, and you can feel where it is. You don't have to see it. So when I put this in my client's hair, I let them sit for about 25-30 minutes under the dry with a plastic cap on. And then I rinse them. And that's basically the shampooing process. And if you see all the locks that I've started, all the clients I have, their hair is down their butts. Their hair is so long and strong and everything else that it is crazy. And that's pretty much what I want for you guys too. So as I sat here and I gave an understanding of all of the above, I'm sure there will be some naysayers that say they don't believe and they don't like it. And that is totally fine. I've seen the flip side. I've seen what it actually can do. So if you trust me, I guarantee you, in 3 years, when your hair is almost down your butt, you will be thankful that you listened and you use this 4-step process. So don't forget, you got the Loc Wash, the oat protein inhibitor, you got the moisture retention, as well as the rosemary mint stimulating conditioner. Okay, any questions, concerns, please call me, send me emails, whatever, I'm here for you. But I thought that this was really important enough to talk about. So I'm going to sit here in my Mr. Rogers voice and like kind of give you some one-on-one. Because it's hot in this damn park, I'm going to go home. See y'all later.